You're right everyone, it's Ace here from Team Romany Custom Catapults. I thought I'd do a quick video and show you the RCC pouches I've got available. I've recently invested in a setup, so I've got die cut pouches. First of all, I'll talk about the sizes. I've got two sizes available currently, and I've got two more sizes coming later on this year. We have the 70mm and we have the 60mm. Now, the only difference between the two sizes is the length, one being 60, one being 70. All the other dimensions are the same. They're both 20mm across the middle, and they taper down to 14mm with 5mm holes. You've got the little fold marks there to fold in. We like this tapered shape better on the team. We feel anything bigger here is just unnecessary bulk, to be honest with you. So they're the two sizes we've got. If you prefer a super short pouch, then it'd probably be the 70 would suit you better, slightly bigger. If you prefer a performance pouch, then the 60 would be more suited to you. Now we'll talk about materials. Firstly, Kangaroo Leather. Now, anyone that's shot with Kangaroo Leather will know it's near on invincible. I don't think I've heard of anyone actually breaking one. Chris Graffin's been shooting this same leather, same pouch for over 10 months, no problem. Mark Clark has actually shot not this Kangaroo Leather, but a form of Kangaroo Leather, and he's actually had it for 8 years. So you can't say it's going to last forever, because a pouch is essentially it's something that's going to wear out. It's a consumable, but it does last extremely long. Now, we've got two thicknesses in the Kangaroo Leather. We've got the 1.2 to 1.4mm, and we've got the 0.9 to 1.1mm. Both of them's quite thin, to be fair. There's not much in it, but strength wise, they'll both take light band sets, heavy band sets. It's completely down to personal preference. It's common sense in the long run, the thicker one will probably last a little bit longer than the thinner, but there's still, the durability of these things are ridiculous. There's no stretch in them at all. They just don't seem to stretch out or cut or anything. They really are nice. They're quite, how can I say it, stiff from the off. To get the best out of these Kangaroo pouches, you really need to put a band set through them. After that band set, then they really come into their own. They really supple up. But at first, they're quite stiff. They do need breaking in. That's the Kangaroo Leather. Next leather is Stallion Leather. Now, I'm the first, as far as I know, to commercially sell Stallion Leather pouches. Stallion Leather is a lot stronger than any cowhide or any bull hide. I've been told why. There's a certain way with a grain in it or something. I've been told figures, but it goes over my head. But it's extremely strong. Now, the difference between the Stallion Leather in comparison to, say, the Roo Leather. Firstly, it's a lot more supple from the off. It's very soft. Even the slightly thicker one is extremely soft stuff. You can bend it and fold it from the off. I'm currently shooting Stallion Leather over Kangaroo Leather, because with the Kangaroo Leather being it kind of feels synthetic Kangaroo Leather. It really is like a tough material, but I shoot really close to my face, and the Kangaroo Leather, because it's stiff at first, it kind of catches my cheek and grazes my cheek a little bit after a few shots. It's fine when it supples up, but I want to feel comfort from the off. I don't want to wait for a pouch to supple up. Whereas the Stallion Leather, extremely soft from day one. It moulds around the ball lovely. It will stretch out a little bit in the band jig, and you might get little nicks in the tube holes there and there either side, but that's nothing. It's only the top surface of leather. The strength's in the suede, and they just keep going and going. They're not going to last as long as the Kangaroo Leather, but they'll last a lot longer than anything else out there. I'd personally rather have a pouch that breaks quicker but is more comfortable from the off for me, but that's my personal choice. Again, there's two thicknesses. There's the 0.9 to the 1.1, or 0.9 to 1.2, I believe it is, and then we have the 1.2 to 1.4. Now, again, both will take light and heavy band sets. Chances are the slightly thicker one will last longer in the long run, but again, it's down to preference. Some people like to feel a slightly thicker pouch, some people like really thin. I've sold both to different people for their own reasons, you know what I mean? It all comes down to your own preference at the end of the day. Personally, I feel if you're shooting a heavy band set and you're shooting heavy ammo, I think a slightly thicker pouch is better, not just for durability and longevity, but because I think a little bit more weight behind the ball but on a heavy band set is better for consistency. That's my opinion, each to their own, you know what I mean? I think a lighter setup for lighter bands is better, but as I said, they're the pouches we've got. The Kangaroo Leather, prices for that is £12 for 6, delivered to UK mainland. I'll ship worldwide on everything, but I'll have to work out what the shipping costs are on top. It's never normally much, but yeah, for UK mainland, £12 for 6. The Stallion Leather is £12 for 10, so you get more Stallion Leather for your money. Again, I'll ship worldwide, but it will cost a little bit more for shipping. So that is basically it. Stallion Leather and Kangaroo Leather, I believe, is the best. These leathers are cut from the strongest part of the animal as well. I believe the kangaroo's from the back, and I believe the Stallion Leather is the hindquarters. A lot of the time when people buy full sheets of leather or half sheets of leather, full hides, half hides, there's a lot of wastage there. People don't realise there's only certain parts of it that's usable for pouches. A lot of it's too soft, but this is cut for the best, for the best, die cut, perfectly cut sides. So there you go, 2 sizes available now, 2 different types of leather, 2 different thicknesses per type. There you go. Thanks all for watching, and I'll be back very soon. If anyone is interested in buying pouches, just drop me a message on here, and I'll give you an email for people to message me privately, and we'll see what we can do. Hope you all have a good day. See ya.